Morning, Kieran. Morning, Jose. Happy Saturday. There we go. Okay. I always forget where they move that button now. Okay, no leaderboard. Keep that on. Keep chat on. Save. Hey, Skittle, how's it going? Alright. Well, I'm having a little bit of a sluggish start this morning. I woke up at 7:45. Gypsy's flying at 8. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not ready to be up. I went to bed early last night too, but then I like woke up. Dream woke me up and I was up to like after midnight. Where is Rockstar? Appreciate that, Kieran. Thank you. Okay. Guess I should move before I get kicked out of the game. Lily May. This is not Camp Rockstar. Did not load me into camp. Okay, what are we in? We are in week of April 7th through 13th. Reach wave 5 in a call to arms to receive the blue Prieto poncho. So that is this week. If anybody's been struggling to do that and you're on PlayStation, I'm happy to help out today. We could certainly get to a wave 5. Morning, Brett. I did not work on camp at all, so I do not have 100 goods to go. I had a pretty busy week. The good thing is almost all my class stuff is done, so I just need to study for one exam. Grab a couple animals on the way. These are a 1-star. Maybe we won't. I need to clean my guns. My guns are dirty. Hey, Mazin, how's it going? So I just have to study for my macro exam, and I've got like a discussion. By the way, discussions for college classes that are completely online are useless. They're like, discuss this topic that everybody's going to have the same opinion on, and then reply to your classmates. Like, yes, yes, I concur. I agree. I agree with you. Yes. I agree with your agreement. And I think I have like a worksheet to do. So that's it for the macro class, which is nice. I can get like, well, I don't know what I got on the paper, but I could get like a 32 on the paper and a 32 on the final exam and still get an A in the class. So I'm like crossing my fingers.
Supplies are good.
She just posted like a 50-point extra credit assignment you could do, but it looks so involved. And I was like, nah, even if I get a B in the class, I'm okay. I'm all right. I don't want to do it. No, thank you. Oh, perfect. Look, see? So you can turn in pronghorn that are 1-star. This works for a lot of things, and it counts as a perfect, which is nice. All right, let's look at the dailies. 2 American Badger skinned, 1 belt buckle updated, 15,840 distance traveled. That could be anything, walking, running, riding your horse, so everything counts. 5 feathers sold, 3 non-player enemies hatch shot off. Complete a wave and call to arms. So that's appropriate today because we have to do that anyway for the Prieto poncho. 5 winter berries picked. Your best spot for that, I think, is going to be Cumberland. Although I always use a map for it because they're only coming like 1 at a time. Bounty Hunter, lasso 3 targets. Take 2 down with the bolus and complete a hard or legendary bounty mission. 15,838 distance delivery wagon traveled on mission. 6 perfect carcasses donated. 1 resupply completed with 5 minutes left. 3 antique alcohol bottles found. 3 arrowheads found. 3 fossils found. Craft 2 toxic moonshine. Sell 2 moonshine to a preferred buyer. Complete 2 story missions. Blending tonics 2 crafted or used. 2 hardy tonics to use when 2 hot or 2 cold, 2 sedated animals revive. These are much better than last Saturday. As a matter of fact, I didn't see a PvP one. Ha! This might be the first Saturday, and I can't tell you how long we didn't have a PvP one. My goodness. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're just 13 fairly easy ones. I'm at 11 good, so I got a little ways to go before I need to do a resupply. By the way, if you want to see what the Prieto poncho looks like, the ponchos could be better. It could be either one of those, but it's probably this one. This one's blue. So this is the one you can get, maybe the other colorway, but this one for completing up through wave 5 in a called arm. It's not bad. They're not bad from the back. It's the front of the ponchos that I always think are not as great. Like, they could have done a better job. Like, the back looks pretty good. Goodness. Hey, puppy. All right, let's take this off because our entire outfit is green and brown, and it do not match. This is one of the better ponchos. The way it looks, just because of how it sits and on the back, I think. So this one's a good one. Plus, if you have your guns off, it's got like the eagle in the middle. I also have a really good outfit with this one. It's not bad. It's been a while since I've done that outfit. I don't know if I could remember how to put that together, but I had a good one for that one. I would like this style here, but it sits weird from the side. So it'd actually go really well with these pants. It just is like, it kind of just sits away from her body on both the front and the back. It's kind of hard to... It's just like weird. It just sits real... She looks pregnant from the side, actually. She's got a little bun in the oven. And it clips through. It's just weird. It could be better. Have I finished Crimson Desert yet? Absolutely not. Not even close. The game is so massive and I've been so busy that I'll just hop in and ride around and like explore a little bit and like maybe do a main mission. I'm only in chapter 3, maybe. I am nowhere near finishing it. I just beat it's a very early boss. I forget what his name is. Red something, red I don't know. And I'm just terrified for the rest of the bosses. I really am. Now, at some point, they're going to be bringing a difficulty level. And I don't know if that's for, like, after you finish the game and, like, the next part. Or if you're going to be able to add it. Because I could probably use a difficulty level to knock the enemies down a notch or so. So the problem is I just haven't been able to explore enough to get good enough gear. And it's just so much. There's so much. If you love a lot of stuff in a game, like a lot of content, I don't have time for it right now. So I'm doing it little bits at a time. So I'll hop in for little bits. I'll go steal a horse. I've been collecting all the horses. I'm trying to befriend my first chonky cat. I found the place where you get cat armor and dog armor. So my doggo has armor right now. My horse does not have any good armor. My character does not really have good armor. It's just the Twitch armor that I got. I mean, it's good armor, like decent armor looking, but it's not like great armor for the game. And I just don't have... Do you think it's fair to compare it to Red Dead 2? So, I would say it's a different... It's similar... It's got similar feel when it comes to the exploration. So, like, riding around and discovering stuff. So, in Red Dead... when you're not doing story missions, you're just riding around and you're coming across like cool things out in the world. But most of that is very much still storytelling in Red Dead. You see something, you come across the house that has the front door blocked, and you go in and you see the family that's died, and you're kind of trying to just like, it's storytelling. Like, this is what happened. A tree fell on, the chimney got clogged, you know, and so it's not similar in that aspect that Crimson Desert isn't really story heavy at all. It's very minimally story based. Crimson Desert is like a big sandbox where you can just try stuff and it might work, like crazy stuff. Like you might try some crazy maneuver and it works, and it's something cool that you can do that you discovered. And so it's just about, and there's like hidden doors, so you might like lean up against the top peak of a castle thing or whatever, and there's a door that like opens up and there's treasure inside. So you have to really like exploring and discovering things. Also, it's not like Red Dead in that you have to find and upgrade gear. You can put things in the, it's more like The Witcher in that aspect with the crafting. So you can like craft stuff, you can find gear and like put socketed stuff in it to make it stronger. You find better swords as you go out in the world that have things on it that can damage enemies, like lightning or bees or like whatever. So map wise and like exploration wise, yes, it's very similar, but no, it is not anything like Red Dead. It's much more involved. Red Dead's, I think, very easy to get into and just ride in, like hop in and go around and do a few things. And Crimson Desert is much, much, much more complicated, if that makes sense. It's way more involved. It's way more complicated. There's more combat buttons, but there's also a lot of really fun stuff you can do at it. It's just not the same type of game at all when it comes to actually hopping in and playing it. I hope that kind of makes sense. Like the worlds, how you explore the world is kind of similar, but the games themselves don't play anything like the other. Although some of the missions do, because like when you're doing a story mission, there have been missions legitimately where I'm like following somebody behind their horse. Like I'm on a horse and they're on a horse and we're riding to the mission, and I was like, it's very Red Dead. That my NPC's taking me on horseback to a mission. All right, I should fill camp up a little bit more. I do need to donate 3 feathers. Maybe I'll go to the bayou and get a bunch of feathers. That'll fill our camp up a bit. Let's see, because we had some good animals up here. Let's see if we can get some good animals spawning down here. I think Crimson Desert is like if Red Dead Redemption, The Witcher, Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, Ghost of Tsushima, I'm trying to think of what other, there's another game I always think of when I play it. But if they all got together and had a baby that was equal parts them, that's the game.
Don't make me feel bad.
Don't make me feel bad. Oh no, the animals are mad at her. What did she do? But yeah, I'm only like 30 hours into Crimson Desert. Like, I barely scratched the surface. Now, the cool thing about the game, though, Pearl Abyss is still updating, so some things they're going to be adding coming up here. They're adding the ability to replay bosses, or refight bosses. Enemies will respawn in areas that you liberated so that the world doesn't feel empty and that you can still go around and test builds and stuff. They're adding more mounts, more pets. They're adding some controller button customization or like mapping for certain combos. I'm not sure exactly what that'll look like. So they're always improving the game, which is nice, and they're adding those difficulty levels. I think the biggest thing from stopping me like really sinking into it is one, just my time with school has been very limited, but also I'm hesitant to like keep moving forward because I know the bosses are hard. I mean, for me, I don't play on hard. I don't play Souls-like games. Like, I don't want to shoot the gator. So like the enemy I fought, the boss I fought the other day, his attacks are hard. He goes invisible. He like shoots the stuff out there that takes a lot of your health, but he also has 2 phases. So I don't like, I encountered this in God of War Ragnarok. I don't love when bosses have multiple phases. I hate that because it's like, oh my god, I finally got them down and like defeated them, and it's like, and I'm back with a new health bar, and I'm like, I don't love that. I don't love that. I don't like the challenge. No, thank you. My life is challenging enough. I wanna relax in a video game, you know. But people who love a challenge, you know, they'll love it. People who love figuring stuff out in video games, it'll be their thing. And the stuff I watched a video the other day where a guy's like climbing up the side of a wall, notices like the texture is slightly different, pushes it, and it opens up into a secret room. And he's like, who the fuck's gonna find this? No, like barely anybody is gonna find stuff like that. And there's stuff like that all over the map. Or it's just like, try this and you might find something cool. Not a lot of birds out here. I did get enough feathers to donate, but... I mean, I could have donated flight feathers, but... Has anybody seen... Probably not. Probably nobody's seen... Is it Hoppers? Hoppers is the name of it, right? I kind of, like, really want to see it now. So I'm like, when are you going to come out on Disney Plus? Because I don't want to go to the theater. But I kind of want to go to the theater. Morning, Ducky. Hoppers, Disney Plus. I think I'm going to cry so much. Expected to stream on Disney Plus in mid to late June. That's unfortunate. It's only April. Like, I guess that totally makes sense because it's, like, just now in theaters. Birds, come back. It's just ravens. What? You want to see Hoppers? Yeah, it looks good. Gypsy doesn't think it looks good. He's like, absolutely not. But then I was like, ooh, I kind of want to go see it. He's like, all right, we can go to the theater and see it. And I was like, no, that's okay. We don't have to go to the theater. It's so expensive to go to the theater now. Like, for the 2 of us to go, it's like over $50 to go, which is absolutely insane. And like, for the big movies, that's fine. We'll go see Spider-Man in theater. We'll go see the Dr. Doomsday or whatever it is. We'll go see that in theater. But I was like, for Hoppers, we can wait for that on Disney Plus, because oh, $50 is ridiculous. Where are all the birds? Where are all the herons and stuff? They're in witness protection, I guess. Yeah, it is so insane. It's like over 20, like 25 or over 25 a ticket for each of us. Like 27. I went the other day and I got like the matinee and I was able to go for like 17, I want to say, or something. But I was like, this is crazy. Let's see. Doop, doop, doo. Just curious, if we went to see... Do 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 do. Wow, we could go tonight at 6:45. Only 2 spots have been selected so far. Let's see. Okay, because this is not a like just out, because we always go like opening weekend for all the big stuff. So like anything Marvel, Spider-Man, blah blah blah. So technically we could go see this at 6:45 and it's gonna be 34 plus taxes, plus tax. So we could go for probably around 40. It's a little bit better, I guess. Because normally it's well over 50 for the 2 of us. And I don't even get anything there to eat or drink or anything. Occasionally, like I forgot a drink once and had to buy a water there, and it's like $8, and I was like, this is why I smuggle my water in. I used to love going to the drive-in, especially when they were doing an all-nighter showing 3 or 4 movies. I've never been to a drive-in before. There was one nearby here, I feel like. Alright, I gotta clean all my weapons. Let's take this stuff back to camp. Clean our weapons. Do some bounties, maybe. I can do a CTA at some point.
Yep.
Where's this so dirty? Oh, we gotta get badgers, too. We got possums. The possum reminded me of it. Look at that little cute little possum. Ooh, I was going into work the other day. I may have said, was this past week or the week before? I may have said this last stream. There was a cute little armadillo. There was an armadillo just chilling there, and I just stopped him, watched him for a little bit. He didn't run away like they normally do, but he was just eating. He was foraging. He was so cute. You have to be a little careful with armadillos. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, because like I did some research when I moved down here, but they can carry like leprosy, so you have to really be careful when it comes to handling them, apparently. But it's not as prevalent as some people think it is.
I have to say, I've outdone myself with a stew this
Why are you always taking credit for what I'm doing? You know, it's rude. Alright, let's clean the weapons. Did we get our feather? I didn't even pay attention. Did we get our feather? How many feathers did I need to donate? I only donated 2. Feathers sold, not donated. Shit. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Why do all my guns feel like they need to be clean, but they really don't? That's crazy. I swear my bolt action felt like it needed to be cleaned. You wonder if the one you went to is still open? I'm curious. I know there was one where I used to live, and it closed down because of COVID. I don't know if it ever opened back up. Which is wild, because you would think during COVID, like... But they weren't allowed to open because they were like a theater type thing. Even though they're in cars, they petitioned. Because they're like, people are in their individual cars. Like, they're not even... It's different than an open theater. But because technically the business was classified, they wouldn't allow them to open during COVID. Which is actually kind of insane to me. And then you had a business, a long-term, like, small business that ended up having to close down. I should put this... I never use the elephant rifle. Why do I even have this? I should put this in my weapons box. Do. Okay, weapons locker. All right, let's store this bad boy. We don't need it. I just Googled it, and they're still open. Just closed for the season. Expect to reopen this spring. Nice. Alright, sell some feathers, do a couple bounties. Oh, I should check Moonshine first. Let's see if we have Moonshine going. I may not have restarted it up again. It's about 40 minutes from here. We still live about 15 minutes from it. Yeah, I have to check. I don't know if the one down here is still open. I don't know how close it was. My coworkers were talking about it. We do have a batch. All right, let's sell. We'll start another one up.
So, what shall we create?
What shall we create? Well, we're creating nothing. We're
I was
selling.
wondering when you were going to get here. This is a good batch, of course.
They are all good batches.
But this one is superior.
Yeah, I imagine that would be
eh?
fun.
I have found a buyer who will appreciate it, and most important,
They will pay for it.
too. Now, all you have to do is
To be attentif. Eh?
Seigneur.
Seigneur.
Ayez pitié.
This guy needs some new lines. When you can start to say the lines by heart. When did it start raining? For shame. Hooray! Distance traveled. Nice. Yeah, so right now I've got Crimson Desert. Disney Dreamlight Valley just had an update where Pocahontas came, and Little Miko is the cutest. I've been doing a lot of that because I've really just needed a cozy, relaxing game. We've been playing Fortnite. I'm so over Epic right now, and Fortnite, the game itself, is not running well. So it's, hey, look at that up there. Where are we? What would this be? All the way over here. This is what you would do in Crimson Desert. You would hold up your lantern or whatever, it would glint, and you would see something like this in the distance, and you would go explore. It's kind of similar. I think Diablo, I'm pretty much done for the season because I did something the other day. I spent like, I don't know, $800 million and a bunch of my materials, and I couldn't get what I was trying to get, and I was like, okay, see you next season. They just piss me off. I'm like, you make it impossible to get shit that people want during the season, thinking that will entice them to play more, and it really does the opposite for me. If I don't mind grinding for stuff, but if I'm grinding and I'm getting nothing, then I'm just like, okay. I'm just like, yeah, if you're not going to give me anything to contribute toward this, then there's no point. I'm surprised we haven't lost a bottle yet. I'm hoping you're making your peace. There's a horse down over there. Hey, Orchid, how's it going? Okay, sounds good, Ducky. Enjoy your breakfast. I was so late at getting up today, I haven't eaten yet, which is sort of normal, but also, actually, I'm not super hungry this morning. I'm sure I will be by the time the stream ends. Kind of want to go in and, like, revive that horse, but the blue dot's right there. Ooh, some impressive lightning. Obviously, nothing beats Red Dead in terms of the horses. The horses in Crimson Desert are really good, pretty good, like decent. They have nothing on Red Dead horses though. Like, This is still my favorite game to hop in and just ride around on my horse and do stuff. Crimson Desert is beautiful. And I do enjoy it, but it's not the same. It's not the same feel. All right, Red Dead, I was just talking good about you. That is the first time I've been disconnected, and I can't tell you how long. Holy shit. It's been a long time. How's it going, to Pablo? I can't remember the last time I got that screen. It's been many moons. That's weird. Well, we did get the delivery done, which was good. I wonder if we load in, if it'll still have register it. Has anybody seen the previews for Fable coming out in the fall? Unless they delay it again. Fable looks like it could be really interesting because Fable, I feel like, will be a little bit closer to a Red Dead. Not that it's anything like Red Dead, but a little bit closer in terms of like NPCs remember you. Like the world is very interactive where your choices actually matter. You can make a lot of decisions. Your choices matter. Huh. Okay. Well, this could be a short stream today. I wonder if Rockstar itself is having some issues. Just happened, so it probably wouldn't be up on Down Detector or anything yet. Yeah, I haven't had connection issues, and I can't tell you how long. Okay, look, Microsoft, when I move a screen on my monitor here, I don't want you to put it where you think I want it to go. I want you to just put it where I said to put it. Stop thinking for me. Howdy, Turtle. Howdy, Hoof Girl. Anybody else having trouble logging in right now? Or getting disconnected? I don't see anything on Down Detector yet. It looks like it's going to load in this time. Okay. A little hiccup there. Let's see. Oh, I lost my stew. Boo. Okay, it did count the Moonshine. So we just need to go back and start another one. Dadgummit. We lost our stew. Make a superior.
You taste that stew. Melt in your mouth.
I've been finding my hubby's been kicked off regularly lately. I've heard somebody say last week they've been getting disconnected a bunch. Like, I haven't been disconnected in a while. I guess, to be fair, also, I'm not playing as much. So when I load in the evening to just, like, ride around when I do that. And I don't do that every day now, even. I'm not doing anything that, like, super intense. Like, I'm not doing any missions or anything typically. I might just be collecting or riding around. So I'm not doing anything. The typical things that do get you kicked off, I guess. That will be the negative thing. If that starts happening because Rockstar stops paying attention enough that servers start getting affected and like disconnects start increasing, that'll be a super negative. Like, I'm okay if they're not updating, if the servers are like everything's still running fine.
Success. C'est parti. Oh, as you wish.
Okay,
But
I'm
it can be
sorry.
made to be cheaper, huh?
Had to
Yes,
reload back in a couple
this will
times.
work
Okay,
very
not just me.
nicely.
All right, we'll get our berry cobbler going here. Let's go do some bounties. Actually, what else did I have Moonshine wise? Story missions, craft 2 moonshine. Okay, nothing I can do in the shack. Ooh, hello, sir. This is very invasive. Horse. What was I going to do? Oh, in Blackwater, I was going to sell some feathers. So let's go to Blackwater. We'll sell some feathers. Then we'll pick up a... Maybe we do want to do a legendary bounty or want to do just a 3-star? Howdy, Corey. How's it going? I am starting to get a little hungry now. I was going to do hash browns this morning. I haven't done hash browns in a while. But I was like, making hash browns yourself with a potato is different than buying hash browns. Mostly because when I make hash browns, I don't make them with oil. When you buy them, they're like all oil. They're like 90% oil. That's why they taste so good. Look at all the bucks that are out here. It's because my camp's not out here. Do 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 do. So my coworker officially had her last day. That was Thursday. Friday was our first day without her, and then my other coworker works next week, and then she's off for a couple weeks for surgery. But the good thing is that I'm not doing the job of either of my coworkers this time. Unlike the 10-week of misery, where I was doing both jobs. This time I was like, not it. And because we're getting a new manager and combining with another department, they're doing it. And I was like, thank you. And seeing as I'm technically the lowest title of the bunch, I should be getting reclassed to a higher title, which is nice. I was like, this is not for me to figure out or do the work. Because I did it for 10 weeks without any additional compensation. So screw everybody.
What can I do for you?
Alright, sell some feathers. We'll just sell...
Been a lot of that lately, but they
I think it was just 5. Thank you, come again. Kind of feeling the Owlhoot. I haven't done Owlhoot in a while. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think they should give you an option to do all 6 of them during a mission. So they always pick 4 spots. Could you like a level 5 plus where you have to get all of the Owlhoot family? That'd be nice.
The Owlhoot family. First off, they ain't no family.
I think people shy away from this one because they think they have to get all 4 of them at once, but you can turn them in one at a time. So you don't have to have your wagon.
You think they look bad on this poster? Wait till you see how folks look after the family's done with them. Bringing just one of these Owlhoots down will not cut it here. You'll have to get all 4 of them that's on the list. They shouldn't be too far away from each other, but you'll have to do some looking. And when you get them, don't
Ooh, we got
hold
Aragorn.
back.
Hey, buddy. It's like he just fell from the sky. Alright, let's give you a cookie. Let's give me a cookie. Did I make time? I think I did make time. They gave me. I did. Okay, nice. I'm gonna have to make some more mint. They gave me. Down to like 13. I think I'm gonna do CTA after this. Although it is already an hour, almost an hour into stream. They do take me quite a while. Tried to do a bounty, teleported me and nothing happened. Bug maybe. Depending on which bounty it was, there are a couple that bug out. Some will put you in a separate lobby, but then they won't actually start. If you ride away from the bounty board, sometimes it will trigger them. There's one at Emerald Station that does it all the time, but if you like ride away, it'll eventually like trigger, but they don't always do that. So hey 69, how's it going?
You think Orange is gonna let you walk out? The grave! Hey, you don't belong here.
Alright, there's him. What? Bitch! Unacceptable. Hey Cassie, how's it going?
If anyone's still got their heads, they're sure gonna feel them tomorrow.
Give me a buddy. Yeah, but every once in a while riding red doesn't work and then you have to just reset, which is kind of a bummer. But like there's one at Emerald Station that does it, there's one at Blackwater that does it. I've had it happen a couple places.
You know, we was having a hell of a celebration before you showed up.
Nobody cares.
Owlhoot.
There's a lady that keeps popping up on my Instagram all the time, and it's like somebody saying something dumb with a microphone, and she'll like just cut them off and be like, nobody cares. Women should be in the kitchen, nobody cares. And then she'll go into some fact about something, and I was like, yes.
From king of the castle to...
That's right, I didn't give him a golden cookie. I was like, is this golden cookie already gone? I don't remember these guys riding after me when I do Fort Mercer. That's interesting. I'm gonna trigger this one. This is why I never go to Fort Mercer first, because sometimes it'll trigger a different one. Hopefully I didn't get close enough. I want to drop this guy off first. Was it indoor cricket from 10 to 5, then drove 2.5 hours to get dinner? Got named in the team of the year, and now I'm home at 12 a.m. and have to be at cricket by 10 a.m.
You think I can go to sleep in that thing?
It's a long day.
Know what?
Yeah, I saw this one's poster. Always small.
Do you know what has happened to Showdown? No?
You're in the right
Question mark? What's happening with... Are you talking about showdowns in the game, like PvP? What's happening to him? I don't know.
Keeping your eyes out, or I'll take them eyes out of your heads.
Daggone it. Hit the horse. She's getting on a horse. I can't remember the last time I didn't keep one of these guys alive. This was a poor showing. I made a snap judgment. I could have bolused or lassoed her, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to chase her down. She can go dead. It's fine. Come here, buddy. Are you like not able to load into showdowns? You really enjoyed working in teams. I'm surprised they didn't make this one where you have to keep them all alive. A lot of them are like that. It's freezing cold. Thankfully, we're, well, our weather's still fluctuating a little bit, but it's mostly been pretty warm, which is nice.
Pig food.
Ooh, pig food. Got a bloody back. Let's give you a little brushing. That did not clean the blood off you, buddy. Snowed this morning? That's crazy. Alright, where are you guys? Hey, you guys. Oh. This might be my least favorite one. There.
Away at the man, till there was barely nothing left except the scream. I ain't gonna pretend I'm near as good with my blade. You should have stayed away.
We're gonna get macheted here? Perhaps? There he is. There's one of the machete guys. Anybody else? Anybody else? Any other machete guys?
Well, I didn't expect my day to go the way it did when waking up this morning. All tied up. Ready for anything.
Okay, that went a little bit smoother than it normally does. It's funny, it keeps going back to my reinforced lasso, and usually it's the opposite when you change. I haven't seen snow now in many moons. I haven't seen snow for 4 or 5 years. How long have I been down here? I don't even know. 4 years? That's okay with me. And snow can be really pretty when it like first snows and it's all white out there and you got the cardinals eating from the feeders and you're inside and there's a fire going and it's warm. And that's pretty much the only time I like snow. Is the 5 minutes of looking outside and being like, ooh, that's pretty. And the cardinals are pretty. And it's pretty. Hey, Dynamite, how's it going? Welcome. And then you have to go out in it and it's cold and it's wet and you have to like clean your car off and there's ice everywhere. Nature gave a surprise snowfall yesterday for a few hours. See, and if it's snowing outside, it's probably too cold for me. I'm just saying. I like it. I went and sat outside yesterday after work. It was probably 80 degrees, but it felt nice. Because it wasn't super bright and sunny, so it wasn't like burning hot. And there was a little light breeze. It's perfect. Perfect. 80, little light breeze. Perfect. I'm doing the Owlhoot mission right now, so I'm just doing a legendary bounty. Getting ready to finish it up. This is the last Owlhoot I need to capture. I'm doing it as part of our daily challenges. Just got to take this guy back. Defeat the ambush. All right, sir. No need to be rude. Thank you. This is my buddy. This is one of my mains.
When I'm done, you better look out. 'Cause I'll still be short a mount. You think that thing will...
Sir, I'm gonna need you to shut up.
This one must be for me.
Yes, but we gotta defeat these guys first. Ooh, we got another hat. 3 for 3. Easy peasy. Alright, get in there, sir. I don't want to hear you guys anymore. He does talk. They all talk too much.
I beg you, reconsider.
Reconsider. I don't remember them saying that at the end.
Mother in hell.
Reconsider. No. Pass. Will not reconsider. Guys are bad, bad people. The most annoying one is the woman. I think this is the woman I killed. I ain't a bad person. They made me do it. When did I start playing? 2018. When Red Dead 2 came out. So I played through the story first. Red Dead Online is actually one of the first games I've ever played online. And I started online in the end of December 2018 / the beginning of January 2019. All right, so we got that one. Get our badgers. We're gonna do the call to arms for sure. Winter berries. These are all like so doable. I should have used my bolus and done this. I could have actually gotten all of these done in that legendary bounty. If I had thought about it, because there are 4 targets, I could have done all of those. All right, let me go reload on ammo before we do a CTA. Ooh, I didn't think about it. If the game ends up kicking me, if it's a little unstable today.
Best traders in the West.
Where's my lockbox? Haha, I haven't even collected my stuff for this week. All right. The collection for this week is... Oh, what's the last thing? Oh, perfect crab. Sea scorpion, get out of here. I would never turn this collection in because I can never get the sea scorpions. Because sea lilies, I get a million of. Sea scorpion, I can never get, so I would need it for the collection. They put like the rarest stuff in here. And it's only $90. Like, that is totally not worth it. Where is Rose? Rose is not here. All right, what do we got? Okay, now here's my dilemma. Ooh, actually, let's do a resupply first because that's part of a daily. My dilemma with doing solo CTAs is always whether or not to take... my favorite is the double barrel, but it does get me into a little bit of trouble.
Supplies are starting to run
Whereas
low,
the pump with
so
the
you know.
6-shot can be a little bit better when
Troubling
you're
news,
solo.
I'm afraid. Some of our fellow traders set off for market,
But the double
never
barrel has more
arrived.
power.
I was thinking you could go check on them and maybe lighten their load for the return journey. Feels like the least we can do, don't you think? Good.
I almost was going to postpone stream this morning and potentially go to a farmer's market nearby. And that was like, the one I saw that somebody recommended though was like 25 minutes away. And I was like, ooh, I'd be postponed because it didn't open until 8:30. So I could have gotten there right at 8:30. Probably spent at least 30 minutes walking around. And it's a big one, so probably more. And then 30 minutes back. I was like, that's going to postpone it by a lot. I may do that one of these Saturdays coming up though, where I do a later stream. Because I do want to check out, but there's one on Monday nights I could go check out. The only thing about the one on Monday nights is I'm not sure about parking. And I think the Monday night one is more like baked goods type vendor, not necessarily like... I want the fruits and veggies. I do CTAs both solo and with people. There's really no reason to solo them. I've soloed them all at this point, so I don't really have a reason to solo them other than I'm streaming solo right now, so. If somebody loads in with me, that's fine. Oops. My bad. Alright. I'm gonna grab the big game meat here. Doing CTAs in a group does take some of the pressure off. You don't have to be so, like, focused. Goodness, sorry. Little allergy attack. We went for a walk outside yesterday. Yeah, yesterday at work. And as soon as I got back to the office, I like immediately had to sneeze a million times. I was like, whoop, something out there is attacking me. I am curious, since it is a challenge, both today for dailies and then also to get the Prieto Pancho, completing 5. I am curious if it'll load me in with people today. All right. Oh, before I go into CTA, let's also make some minty big game meat. That would be good. I need to check my tonics too. I haven't paid attention to those. Actually, I can check them right now. Yeah, I'm only at 13. I need to buy some more. So tonics, I probably need... No, I did get dynamite the other day. I'm good on dynamite. I should have full rounds for the most part. What I don't have is split point ammo. I could take the Litchfield in. The Litchfield's fun. We'll have to make split point though. By the way, the pants are a little bit different, but the outfit I'm wearing today is the free community outfit. I just did a slightly different pair of the brown pants. It's actually not a bad outfit at all. So if you don't have these individual pieces, I recommend picking them up. Even if you're not going to wear the complete outfit. I don't always like the community outfits, but this one's not bad. All right, what was I going to do? All right, minty big game meat. Buy some tonics. I should have mint. If not, there's mint in the valley. Yeah, I'm full of mint. We'll just do a couple. We'll need too many. I think I have 13, so. And we have time this time, which is nice. Oh, the other thing when I was looking at the farmer's market too, they were like, bring a lot of small bills. And I was like, on one hand, I get it, but like everything is cash free down here where I work and everywhere else. So like I never have any money. And I'm just like, they don't have, I can't use my card. Like I get it because you're a small farmer's market thing. But at the same time, I'm like, I would have gone and not had cash. I mean, I'm sure they also take, split point. I'm sure they also take cards. It is better for them to get cash because obviously the cards are going to charge them a percentage. Like even the program they're using, whatever they're using to take a card is charging them. So like I get it, but like I feel like our society's gotten so away from cash that just like people don't carry cash anymore. And of course, the penny is now like Pluto. It's been kicked out. Boing. No more penny. Actually, I don't know if that's official yet. Has the penny have they officially stopped making pennies? I feel like I didn't hear the resolution of that story. So you got the pennies and of course Pluto not being a planet. Like they're just kicking out all the little guys. And I'm just saying, I mean, it's kind of rude. I saw this letter that was circulating on social media. It was like a kid had written it. It was like, please, please, please make Pluto a planet again. I know he's a little guy, but he deserves it. I was like, yes, it's true. Pluto does deserve it. A little bit of a better scene there. A little better lighting. Okay. I wish there was a craft all button for that one. You just got to sit there until it's over. Okay, and then tonics. And we should be good to go. Don't worry, Pluto. I'm not a planet either. Poor Pluto. They stopped making pennies over here in Canada in like 2005. That's crazy. I just saw the story about pennies. For like US pennies. Like, I don't know if it was an official thing or not though. Like, I guess your pennies could be valuable at some point if you've got them because... Why didn't it pick up the regular ammo? Am I out of that too? I'm back. I was ordering. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, don't forget to pick up ammo because it's on sale. Okay. I am at 0. Holy crap. It's because of the CTAs. You go through so much ammo and I just forget to restock. McDonald's. Gotcha. Okay. I've never seen it abbreviated like that. Alright. So we got our cartridges. Okay, Lily, you be good. I'm gonna leave you and go shoot some people. Oh, let me donate these wolf pelts first. Look, she's so pretty. Yeah, like Crimson Desert doesn't have anything on this. Like you can't pet you can pet the horse, but it looks wild. Like it's like you're petting air. You're not even really petting them. I'm hoping they improve that. Also, I'm hoping they add the ability to name your horses. Okay, don't even complain about those, bitch. That's right. Anything's better than nothing. All right, what map are we doing here? I did McFarlane last week. I love Fort Mercer, but do I want to deal with Fort Mercer right now? I don't think that I do. I think we're going to do Valentine, which is my nemesis. And when I say, oh, is that it's the standard bread out there I'm looking at. So Valentine of the original ones, took me the longest to solo. It's the machete guys. They get me every time. I really hope I have the right guns because I was not paying attention. How's it going, Corbin? I just want to get through wave 5. That's the goal. That is the gold. That is the goal to get through A5. I hate being on roofs, but honestly, the stable roof is the best one to be on up here in this one, in Valentine. You still have to manage the war wagons, but... Is it Macas? Is that how you say that? I don't even know. I've never heard anybody say that before. I guess I don't know a lot of Australians. Although there is someone I follow that is Australian. I don't know that I've ever heard them say it before.
Thank God, you came.
You came. Have no fear. You're all gonna die. But it'll be for a good cause. We may save the town. We may not. I don't know that I want to do 10 waves, honestly. Ten waves is a lot. Oh, let's get rid of some dynamite over here. Note to self, move the wagon first. Because those barrels blow it up. Oh, I can feed this one. I didn't think you could feed the wagon horses. You guys are gonna go flying here? Sorry, not sorry. I don't want to get blown up by random dynamite. Oh. My bad. I'm gonna ride all the way down to the front like I can do that. Sorry, sir. Sorry. Yeah, I'll have to search somebody saying it. I've never heard that. Goodness. Alright, let's get started. Any other rogue dynamite that's gonna murder me? I'll never go that far down at the end, so that one I think is okay. Let's give you a brush. I'm so sorry we blew you up. Look how pretty. Look how pretty this Shire is. Holy shit, now I want this Shire again. They do such a good job with the blacks and like the red kind of color. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Whoa, there's one right there. How did we miss that one? I'm afraid to come down this end because I don't want to ride next to this thing they're gonna blow up. I go to Buc-ee's for the first... I did go to Buc-ee's for the first time. It was pretty cool. Buc-ee's is definitely nice when you're driving long distances because it's an easy place to stop. I don't know how far north they go because at some point there aren't any anymore, but like when I'm going back, driving back up to Maryland, Pennsylvania, Maryland, it's a good place to stop for gas and bathroom. What? I already have an ally gone. We didn't lose an ally for a couple rounds in McFarland's. Holy crap. Turn my sound down a little bit. Alright, I was just getting ready to say that the Litchfield was hitting so good, and then I missed like 3 shots in a row. We gotta get rid of this barrel. Went to the one in Warner Robins. What's something else I went into for the first time? But this was years ago now. But it's something popular that a lot of people have been in. We went up into one. It's either a northern thing or a Canada thing or something. I don't know. So we went when we went to Niagara. What is the little breakfast coffee something? I can't think of the name. But it's like popular. Tim Hortons. That's it. That's it. Hey, Rose. Good morning. I had never been in one, and then we went to Vancouver. And, we went into one. I don't actually know that there's anything... So I don't drink coffee, one, so if they serve that. I don't know if they'd serve food I would eat now, actually. Probably not. One reason I want to go to one of these farmers markets is because there's a vegan baked goods place on here that I didn't know about until they just came and did, were a vendor at my work. And I forget what it's called. Oh my god, their cinnamon rolls were amazing. I'm like, can you do donuts too? I really need a Boston cream. I haven't had a Boston cream in so long. And I need one. And their cinnamon roll was so good. I was like, I know you would do a good job. Yeah, it's like Canadian Starbucks. Yeah. Can you just blow up this wagon and get it over with? I feel bad for the horses. I should be able to, like in story, remove the horses. I should be able to do that here. There it goes. There it goes. I like how the horses just disappear. Where are you hiding, sir? Where is this guy? Is he inside? They're dropping like flies. I told you many of you would die. Okay, you know what? That is like perfectly placed to block. This guy's inside, right? No, he is on the side. Where were you hiding? Where were you hiding, sir? What day, huh? No more allies. I'm not sure what we're stuck on, but now all the enemies have gone through to where I was. Excuse me, come back, please. Of course, got that Valentine dirt. Shires are huge. This Shire is so beautiful too. I love it. I'm gonna immediately, like, I immediately want to go get... Can I do this on the horse? No, I can't. I can't heal you on the horse. I'm sorry. Sir, you're gonna die anyway, so you might as well accept your fate. Calm down so I can brush you, you biggin. Calm energy. Calm energy. I want everybody to see this gleaming coat. Look how pretty. I want one, but I want to be able to ride a bareback like this. You should have the option to remove saddles. Such a shame. Look, this is my preferred place to start, and they're all, like, loading in down here. loading in. They're all spawning in down here. We're gonna have to let this guy go soon because I don't want him to die. Do I regret shooting the peeps? Never! I'm just saying, guys, the Lichfield is on point. Lichfield's doing good. We'll see how it does in later rounds when things get dumb. Oh, that's my guy. I'm sorry, my guy. I thought you were an enemy. You're doing good, sir. You're doing good. Keep up the good work. You're doing the Lord's work. I think when we do CTAs, we literally kill the entire population of the West. I don't know how they find new people for the next one. It's only wave 3. Valentine takes so long because you have to like ride in and out. There's like so many things they can hide behind. It's not as bad as Fort Mercer. Oh, like this. He gets so lucky because he just gets behind stuff. It's also why you have to have a ton of ammo. My guy, you were doing so good. Good job, buddy. I'd like to say you're gonna make it through this, but you're not. Because at some point I'm going up on the roof and you're gonna be by yourself. Dude, it just amazes me how dirty the horses get in Valentine. It's crazy. You gonna poop again? I want him. I want him. I don't have anybody to give up, though. I'd have to give up the Mustang that I got for this month. So the horses there are different breeds, and so they're slightly different sizes. So the Pryden is like a Breton type. So it's pretty big, but not like tall like a Shire. The legendary horses are all pretty slender. They're more like standardbred size, I guess. Would be a good way to name it. There's also a breed that's very small. There's like an Arabian type breed. And they look a lot like Arabians, except their noses are even more like dipped. They have the kind of the dip in the nose is more pronounced. The Prydens are definitely the biggest. They're the most like a Shire, but I would say they're more like a Breton because they're not very tall. And then there's various horses that like look like Appaloosas and are like the Appaloosa size. Oh no! Oh no! Buddy, buddy, buddy. Buddy, I don't want you to die. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Alright, we're gonna let you go, because I don't want you to die, so go. Run, be free. That was scary. Supposedly they're adding more mounts, but I don't know if that's gonna be horses. There's bears, wolves, like deer, a weird bird thing, like a dinosaur thing, dragons. Not really sure what else they add at this point. The Arabian looks like an Arabian, but the nose is very pronounced. Okay, you don't get to live through that. That was like a hard shot. What is happening right now? He has some voodoo. He's got some voodoo. It is too early to use the shotgun. Get out of here. Valentine is so chaotic. Way too much shit to hide behind. We should have cleaned this place up before they attacked. Yeah, the bear's pretty cool. The bear is cool too because it will attack on its own. So some of the mounts will attack if you're on them, but I think the bear is one of the few that will actually attack on its own, and it has enough health to be useful. The others don't have enough health. They just die pretty quick. Where is everybody? Hello? Hello? Where the fuck did you come from? Alright. Litchfield, I was talking so good about you. Litchfield! What is happening? I'm sorry, my guy. They overwhelmed you. My gun wasn't working. You died. It's a travesty, and I'm sorry. Red Dead, yes, is still, I agree, still one of the best games of all time. And again, the horses can't compete with Red Dead horses. They're pretty decent. They're pretty decent for a game. I'm gonna give them that. They did a pretty good job. The front leg looks real weird. It's real stiff. And the jumping is wild. But they did do a pretty good job compared to a lot of games. Sir, would you stop running from me? It is unacceptable. I probably should have gone to the bathroom before I started the CTA. All right, ma'am. I think you're the only one left. You picked a good spot. Oh, I can't. Okay. I was gonna say I can't heal you. You're welcome. Good job. You picked a good little spot there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to see you when I go up on this roof, so you will die. Crimson might be the fastest the industry has had a game, seen a game get patched repeatedly in such huge patches. Yes, they have done. The game is like so different even from when it first dropped. And they're doing like real meaningful. Just pause the game. LOL. Okay, mom. I can't pause the game. It's online. Real meaningful patches and things that have really improved the game. Like any complaints people had at the beginning have been addressed pretty much. Ooh. We could be here for many, many moons. They're all targeting that one NPC that's left. They're all like running that direction. Yeah, see, I just don't think these guys should be able to hit you from that far away for that much. They're like, they have like sniper repeaters. All right, I tried to take time before, but it did not come up. Here we go. Oh, I did have another ally somewhere. Huh, I wonder where they were. It's just like, what the hell, dude? My shotgun can shoot across the world. Stand up! Stand up! Is this a machete guy down here? I haven't actually seen machete guys yet. I feel like these guys are hitting way harder than normal, though. I'll probably get the game a year later. Will it be recognizable? Yeah, I mean, I think with the it's interesting. I'm curious if the difficulty settings they're changing are going to be for the entire game, or like just bosses, or they haven't been super clear on that, I guess. I am not doing well. It is only wave 5. I heard they're more of an MMO team, and it makes perfect sense. They're used to working at this crazy base. Yeah, I mean, their biggest game, their other game is Desert, Black Desert. And it is an online MMO. So this is the first time they've done a single player game, I believe it. And the game is massive, and it does what no one else has done, I feel like, before. Like, or at least not for a long time, in terms of what's in the world, what you can do. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. Like, what is happening here in Valentine? like this is wave 5. These guys should not be hitting like this at wave 5. I don't understand what is happening. We are not making it through wave 10. Also, I have to pee a little bit, so like, I definitely think I would like to die before wave 10. I also hate being on a roof. I really hate this. Like, it is the best spot for Valentine, but I hate it. I hate it up here. Also, all the enemies are down there, and like, I need them to come down this way in order to end this, and they're just like refusing. Crimson started out as multiplayer and they converted to single player, apparently. Yes, it is true. It was supposed to be an online MMO, and they converted it, which is interesting. I wonder what made them decide to do that. Now, there are rumors that they're going to bring a multiplayer to Crimson Desert, which would be exciting because I know Gypsy would play. I'd be like, maybe we'd have another game we can all hop into for a little while. Tier. We did not play matches long last night either. We had, oh, last ally gone. We had basically a team just kept hunting us down. We got them sometimes, like they had to reboot too, but it was just a mess. I had the same guy kill me like 2 or 3 times. It's the kind of PC team that you're really not supposed to be in a lobby with them because the skill level is not even close. Alright, we're gonna have to go get this one guy. I don't know where you are, but I am coming for you. Oh, you were coming for me. Prepare yourself for the next wave. We're not gonna give you enough time to prepare, but do it anyway. Am I the only one who's gone back to play Kerbal Space Program after the Artemis 2 mission. I don't know what that is, so probably not the only one, but I did not. I watched a little bit of the mission, but not much, because I figured what I was doing at the time. I'm assuming everything went well with it. I didn't hear any bad news about anything. Oh goodness. There's a war. Is that war? No, not a war wagon. Not a war wagon. Just a regular wagon. I got an itch on my nose. Machete guys. Dude, there's just so much shit. Valentine drives me insane. Reload, 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 reload.
This is ugly for you.
Yeah, these guys are just hitting way harder than normal. I don't think I've ever felt like this in Wave 6 before, where like every shot is basically taking me down to half health. This feels weird. I certainly did not say to jump up on that. Look at that. My health bar is just like, what are you doing, bitch? Get down. I mean, thankfully I have the ability card, so every time I shoot somebody, like, I'm getting health back. But at the same time, like, they're annihilating me. I mean, what am I supposed to do there? Like, I can't... This is the end. Take a breath and count to 10. I don't think that's exactly how that goes. Feel the earth moving. Litchfield, don't you start sucking now. You're my only long distance weapon up here. Anybody played Valentine recently? Have the enemies been like this for a while? Like, what is happening? Like, every shot is taking me down to half health. Basically. Look at this. Look at this. My health is, like, this is wild. I mean, I haven't done Valentine in a while, but, like, this is crazy. I just did 10 waves of McFarlane's the other day, and I didn't encounter this at all. Like, every shot these guys are basically almost killing me. Alright, my Litchfield's decided to be a bitch now all of a sudden in later waves. It's a game where you build rockets and go to the moon and such. It's quite detailed and realistic with how you travel into space. That's pretty cool.
Get in your Fable! Got a way to escape now!
I hear you. Where the fuck are you? Like, the Litchfield's still working good in some aspects, but it's missing a lot of headshots. Seriously, I'm not doing this for 10 waves. Close enough that I can use my revolvers, please. They love clipping your temples. I wonder if it is just because I'm on the roof. Like, this is wild. I don't think I've... I mean, it's only wave 6. Like, this is wave 9. This is like wave 9 behavior. It's crazy. Hello, machete guy. That's so brutal. Hello, machete. Machete 1, machete 2. It could just be I haven't done Valentine in a while and I haven't gone up on the roof in a while and they're just hitting me just right. Okay, fucking rude. Fucking rude. As a roof person, this is my meta. I hate being on the roof. I hate it. But honestly, the roof, Valentine is it's the only way I've beaten Valentine. It's because of the machete, guys. There's just so much shit. They just get up on you so quickly. Because they like just run through, and so being on the roof is definitely helpful. All right, let's throw some high velocity on because our Lichfield's starting to struggle bus a little bit. The hardest part is the later waves when you have a war wagon come on each side. You have to like luck out. A bolt would be better to have up here too. I should have thought about it a little bit more. A bolt would have been beneficial. Not my spleen. Do we have a war wagon come in yet? I don't think I've seen one. Plenty of machete guys. I feel like they're coming in a little bit slower this time. What the? You don't get to... Oh my god. I hate this game sometimes. We have a magical gun all of a sudden. Magical. Oh, it's a bucket head. It's like, why isn't he dying? Okay, bitch. Surprisingly, this wave doesn't feel as bad as wave 6 yet. I may have just jinxed myself. Whatever guy is over here hitting me, he's being a naughty boy. Yeah, this seems a little bit more chill than 6. Apparently I had a wave 9 at wave 6. That's what it felt like. No! Get them before they get close! We need to reload. Right now I'm using the Litchfield repeater, if that's the one you're talking about, that I'm using right now, which is a controversial repeater. It's really great in story, but they kind of screwed it up online because they wanted to have a reason for split point ammo to have value. So with split point ammo, it works amazing. And Deadeye. Split point ammo and Deadeye. But it does tend to be a little inaccurate. Online. But it is very powerful. It's a good one to use. Alright, now the question is, can I give you guys these? Alright, I think the 2 left is going to be this guy on the corner and then probably the sniper down there. So, bad thing about the roof is sometimes you have to go get the last enemies. I'm gonna grab some am I back full dynamite? No. Let's grab some dynamite on the way. Stock up a little bit. Yeah, it is the sniper. Tis the sniper. Alright, let's get back to our roof. Got 26 seconds. The moon is probably the easiest part from Earth, since when you're landing on the Earth, you don't need any more rocket to get you home, and the air slows you down, so you just need a parachute. I was watching the other day, I guess with the Artemis launching and everything, the Challenger video was making its rounds again. So sad to watch footage of that and just like read the stories. There's a really good book I just listened to recently on Audible. I'm gonna have to look up the name because I'm not gonna remember the name, but it was basically following women in NASA in the space program. And I don't even know why I didn't think about it, but it basically the end of the novel, or not even the end, but like part of the novel was about the Challenger, and I didn't even think about that, it being around the same time. No. Whoops. My aim just went way high on that because the game's dumb. Alright, I got one before he got too close. Okay, that's a bucket head coming in. Can you share your ability cards after? I'm back to Paint of Black, but I feel like I need to tonic too much. I am tonicking a lot right now, and that's because The later waves, your ability cards just don't have as much impact as... well, not all of your ability cards have as much impact as you would want. But I'm using eye for an eye, and so... because I do a lot of headshots. The problem is in later rounds, the headshots just don't hit as well. So I'm using eye for an eye. So every headshot I get a little bit of Deadeye back. And then I'm using Strange Medicine, so every time I do damage, I'm getting health back. Is it damage or kills? I'll have to look at that. I want to say it's damage. This guy's almost dead. And then fool me once, so every shot I take theoretically should give me less damage. However, in a CTA in later rounds, they just don't have as much impact as they do on early rounds or just even out in free roam. It probably does save my life sometimes because I'll have a shot that'll take half my health and another one that will take a quarter of my health. And so I think it is reducing the damage I'm taking. But when you have so many enemies shooting at you, alright, fully load, fully load, fully load. Let's take a minute. Yep, you are surrounding me. That is true. Look at all the machete guys down there right now. See, this is why the roof is beneficial in Valentine, because the machete guys can't get me up here, so I can deal with them later. So you can get an ammo pamphlet at the fence. You can buy it. It's very expensive, but you can get it, and it doubles your ammo for repeaters. So you go from 200 to 400. You can also get, and it's only for regular rounds, though. So regular rounds only. The shotgun one is the most beneficial. You can go from carrying, what is it, 60 to 120? Yeah. Repeaters. The most value you get are going to be repeaters, revolvers, and shotgun. You can also get pamphlets for the for pistols and rifles, but they don't add quite as many because you start with less in like a rifle. I think you go from what, 100 to 200 maybe? Maybe I can clear a couple of these guys out. If I fall though, I'm screwed. I'm hitting the roof, which is unfortunate. There we go. I definitely recommend if you're going to be soloing CTAs to try to get some of those pamphlets. The best one for a CTA to get are going to be the shotgun one and the repeater one, in my opinion, based off. But it really depends on your playstyle a little bit too. If you use a sniper, obviously, then the repeater one's not going to be that beneficial for you. Got another war wagon coming in. Oh, a war wagon is here. Sneaky little bitch. You know where he came from. Let's see if we can, like, angle this. I think it went too far. Yeah. So the problem with doing more than one shot is it hip fires like that, and your bullets actually go lower than you intended. Stop painting twice. I just want you to paint once. I'm already down to 31 rounds because this gun is not hitting well anymore at all. I gotta get rid of this war wagon. Thank you for killing the horse. That is definitely what I wanted you to do. Is that the war wagon just coming around again? Because these are guys, yeah. Dude, I forgot how stupid Valentine is. It's definitely my least favorite CTA, I think. If I had to go least favorite, Valentine would be it. You can't clean the repeater. It doesn't lose any like whatever cleanliness it goes in with, it doesn't lose any when you're in here. See, I'm still at full condition. And you also can't clean. What the The wagons during Valentine have just been going around in circles the entire time. And you also can't clean weapons in here. Also, in later rounds, you wouldn't have time to clean weapons. Hey, Rio, how's it going? Not sure if it still works, but you can walk down on that lower roof, light tin, and then run back up to the roof. Those guys congregating along will come up to the corner one at a time. I wait to the end. Yeah, I mean, I just let them sit there until. I just don't want to get shot in the head while I'm doing this. We're down to the same 4 enemies that we get at the end of every match, though. So there's the sniper down there. Probably 2 snipers down there this time. Sniper up here. I think I just saw the flash. Ooh, we do need to change because we only have 7 high velocity. Now, the repeater should theoretically hit a little bit better for the next round because I switched to split point. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Yeah, the snipers tend not to move in, so that's why you have to go get them at the end of every round. Because they tend to, like, hold their spot. Alright, let's get back up on the roof. "11 seconds. Alright, now here's where things get shitty. If you get through 9, you'll probably get through 10. With 9, war wagons tend to come in on both sides over here. And you got your sniper back here. There's one war wagon. Now you can see I just like headshot that war wagon like 3 times and it did not kill it. I don't know where the person is targeting me at. I'm gonna die. Where the fuck are they? That's a bucket head. Where's the war wagon? I'm gonna have to get really lucky with that. That was the luckiest throw of all time. I have no idea where the sniper is. I don't see a glint anywhere. There it is. There he is. Oh my God! How did you get up here? I was not prepared. I don't remember them being able to get up on the roof. That was scary.
You'll be cold dead soon.
What? There's a whole point for being on the roof. I'm offended. Climb up on my roof, little bitches. Unacceptable. Ah, he moved. Bitch. They do. They want my kneecaps. Okay, I think we lucked out because we didn't get both war wagons that time. Maybe it's gonna happen in 10. Nah, bitch. You guys just stay in one spot. I'm wasting all my dynamite on you. Oh no! I'm telling you, it's always the machete guys on, I really have to pee this. That was good. All right, abandon. I'll be right back.
Lord almighty!
Okay, yeah, if you're gonna solo CTA, make sure you run to the bathroom first. Whew, okay. Let's see. So we did get $347 and 2.4 gold. So not bad, not bad. The easiest map for Call to Arms is McFarland's for everybody, in my opinion. The next easiest map for me is typically Fort Mercer, but Fort Mercer is actually a really hard map, so most people don't like it. For me, Valentine is the easiest. For some people like Valentine's the easiest. Valentine is my hardest map personally because of the machete guys. And I didn't realize they could get up on the roof. I don't think I've ever had that before. So I just was not prepared for that. But the machete guys on Valentine, like, they are out for my ass. Like, they are so aggressive. I think I've died. That's how I've died every time on Valentine map is a machete guy. I don't think I've died any other way, honestly. Oh, no. I almost, before I soloed Valentine for the first time, I was in a party chat with a bunch of friends. We weren't playing it together. I was soloing it. They didn't even know I was soloing it. I was just in there. And I got to like wave 10 and it was like, it was like 1 or 2 a.m. I was exhausted and we're chatting. And I just didn't realize I was out of bounds and I like died because I was out of bounds. And I was like, well, that's kind of a horrible way to go in wave 10 when I had like 20 enemies left. Like I was so close to soloing it for the first time. And yeah, I just was too tired to realize I was getting the out of bounds sound. And I just didn't. I think that's the only time. I think machete guys have killed me every other time. 8:59 p.m. We missed whole daytime cycle. Ah. And look, I don't think this went up at all. So when you're in a CT, it doesn't look like it goes up. There are machete guys in McFarland's. The reason why McFarland's is so easy is because it's such an open map that you can move around and you can see the enemies coming. So Valentine is so tight. And there's all the buildings. There's all the stuff for them to run in between. They could just catch you off guard a lot easier. And the rule of thumb basically is once a machete guy is in the animation of swinging the machete, you lose. You can't overtake that animation. So if they get close enough to get into that pullback swing animation, you're screwed. It's very rare that you'll survive that. But I'm also just really unlucky with machete guys, honestly. But McFarland's is so open, so you can, first of all, you can be on a horse longer because it's such an open map. But even just running around. So last week's stream, not that you have to go watch it or anything, but it's up. The live streams just stay up unless I decide to take them down. I completed wave 10 and pretty easily. Like nothing like Valentine was hard from even you saw wave like 5 or 6 or whatever. But McFarland's is just like a cakewalk. Like I don't think I've lost out. If I go into a McFarland's mat, even if it's solo, like I'm gonna complete all 10 waves, and it doesn't feel difficult. Now Fort Mercer is also a fairly easy one for me to solo 10 waves. But it's much more difficult to manage. Like, I have to really be paying attention. It takes a lot of my focus and attention. Yeah, McFarland solo is pretty boring. It's just easy. Because... I feel like it's boring because it's just like it's so open. You see the guys coming, you hit them early. Like you don't have a lot of that where you have to manage like a ton of enemies as much. I feel like so it's just kind of like I don't know. All right, let's see. We do another bounty and get the rest of those. We get their wintergreen berries. Oh, let's upgrade it. It's update our buckle. Wardrobe. Buckles. Do we want to actually put a buckle on? We could do our butterfly buckle. That wouldn't really make sense, honestly. Oh, you can't change these? That's right. Okay. Our adventure. You know, were there other Voyager buckles? Because I feel you can go in there. Valentine is definitely much more exciting. Like, there's more happening. You have to manage more enemies. You have to think about it a little bit more. So it does keep your attention a lot more. I would say in order, for me, from easiest to hardest, McFarlane's going to be the easiest. I would put Fort Mercer at 2, but I wouldn't put it at 2 for most people. Most people don't like Fort Mercer. And it is difficult because you have the 2 different sections. But I would go McFarlane's, Fort Mercer, probably Blackwater, Strawberry, Valentine. I might switch Strawberry, and if I was going for other people, I would probably say McFarlane's, Blackwater, Strawberry, Valentine, Fort Mercer. But for me, I like Fort Mercer. I like it. It's in the number 2 slot. I guess I could have got my wintergreen berry while I was out here. Go back to Valentine. Look, we already got that Valentine dirt. Dude, I really want the Shire, but I just don't think I have anybody to give up. I will say for Valentine, this roof is the best spot to be on the stable. It's every time I've completed Wave 10, I've been up there. But just so you know, the machete guys can get up there now, apparently. And I don't remember that happening before. Maybe they always have, and I just haven't done it in so long. All right, let's see. I have Penelope on my other account. I do have this Penelope. I could let Penelope go. I'm loving Saga so much right now. I don't want to. Those are all mains. Obviously, I got Lily for this month. Lily could go, but I like Lily right now. Whiskey. We could. I do love Penelope, but I have this exact horse with this exact name on my other account. All right, Frodo, you're coming back. You're coming back from the farm. We're bringing you back to active duty. Frodo Baggins. All right, I'm pretty sure I've been using this saddle on this horse. I don't know if I liked it as much as I did before. Also, did they fix the lighting in here? This looks much better than it normally does. How much money have I spent on horses and saddles? I plead the fifth. Just take a look at some of our other saddles real quick. That doesn't look too bad, actually. A lot of money. A lot, a lot, a lot. Especially because I always buy the horse insurance, which is totally not necessary when you're buying a horse for maybe not a long period of time. Alright, come on, little Frodo. I do prefer him without the saddle, though, when I'm riding around. So just to show you... I have earned $1,838,184, and I've spent $765,445, and a lot of that is probably on horses. I spent 4,252 gold bars. Bye, Rose. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy. Yeah, we've spent a lot of money. Strawberry is cramped. I agree. I would say Strawberry is worse than Valentine, but I can solo Strawberry so much easier than Valentine, so... Do 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 do. Oh, I got 2 plants up here. Shit. Alright, let's try to grab a couple wintergreen berries. I'm gonna have to wrap up here soon, but I want to just finish a couple of these dailies. So I'm gonna go grab some wintergreen berries up here in Cumberland and probably do a bounty to finish up, because I think I need 1 more bolus and 2 more lasso from horseback. I need to get to multi-person to do that. Okay, little Frodo. Don't be frightened. Besides which, you could smash him in the face. You could be like Belle's horse, Philippe, in the Beauty and the Beast. Get back some of our big game meat since we made a bunch earlier for the CTA. Hey, morning, David. How's it going? Do, 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 do. By the way, if you're having trouble locating plants for the dailies, you can use the other version of the Gene Rope map. I just put it in chat, and it goes through lots of different locations for various activities, but then also like plants, animals, like spawns, locations, things like that. I'm doing pretty good today, thank you. Now, just because it's on the map doesn't mean it's a guaranteed to be there, like the spot is in here. But it gives you the different spawn points for it, and it's just whether or not it actually spawned in. There should be 1 down here. There he goes. There's a wintergreen berry. Let's try this spot. Be a little further out than that. Oh, no, got it right here. Nice. The reason why I like to look up the wintergreen berries is just because they're kind of difficult to see, and so it can be a pain to find 5. So it's just an easy way to do it. I'd like to get to a daytime cycle before I end. It's raining again as well, which is a bummer. Alright, we got carrots. It's right next to a tree. It's usually ginseng. Got ram's head here. like Hummingbird Sage. Alright, let's try this spot here. Oh yeah, as far as ability cards too, I know I was going to check Strange Medicine. You gain a lot of health whenever you inflict damage. Yeah, so every time I'm inflicting damage on somebody, I'm getting a little bit of health. If you throw dynamite and kill a bunch of enemies all at once, you get all your health back. Regenerating at half the normal rate doesn't matter because your CTAs are so fast, there's so many enemies, like it doesn't matter if your health's regenerating at half the normal rate because it doesn't affect either way. Eye for an eye, killing an enemy with a headshot restores a lot of Deadeye. Fool me once, you take much less damage each consecutive time you are shot. This effect ends if you are not shot for 10 seconds. By the way, machete guys are like a one-shot, even if you have a gold core and a gold ring, so you have to be really careful about those guys. Some other enemies can also one-shot you. Snipers can one-shot you with a gold core, gold ring. It just depends on how they hit you. And war wagons can get you pretty fast in later rounds. Sometimes you can take a lot of bullets from a war wagon. Sometimes they will insta-kill you. It's really just luck how that happens. But this is basically my CTA setup. But I do a lot of headshots. So if you're free aim or using a sniper, then you would want to swap eye for eye out with something. Maybe something like cold-blooded or something that helps you with sniping. But that card would not be beneficial because you're not getting headshots enough to probably for it to make a difference with your Deadeye. I love the drawings they did for all the items and cards and such. Very high detail. Yes, they did a really good job with that. I'm about to be rank 471. Nice. I don't think I've gotten out of the... Oh, I did go to 951. I must have done that during the CTA, I think. Oops, we're going the wrong way. I was thinking I was going to be at 950 forever. Am I in a solo lobby? Probably not. I'm sure it loaded me back into a lobby with people. I'm surprised it didn't load me into a CTA with somebody, honestly. I thought more people would be going in and doing them. So Winter Greenberry? Looks like it. I think I just need one more after this. Let's see. Yep, I'm in a lobby with normal amount of people.
Yep.
One thing I appreciate is, so like Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei have a very, I love the art style in there. Especially for their side missions, and I forget what they call the one specific missions, like the Spider Lily. Hogwarts Legacy also did a really good one like that, where they do a black and white mission in that type of kind of art style, like drawn, hand-drawn type stuff, where they're telling the story of the three brothers. I love that kind of stuff in video games, when they do details like that and they do stuff like that. It's really nice. Hey, Cyber, how's it going? All right, that should have been 5, right? All right, so we just need the badgers, which... Let's start a bounty at Emerald, and then maybe I can get my badgers down there, too. If it takes us the right way. Alright, we need it. Well, actually, we can do the one on one person, I think. But we're going to do a 6th person because that just increases our chances of being able to get it. Just in case we kill somebody. Okay, it is taking us the opposite way. But we do have a little bit of time. So let's see if we can't... that'll be taking us pretty far south, though. Alright, we'll... Which hideout is it taking me to? Wow, all the way back to Cumberland. Okay. I was going to go to Ringneck Creek for the badgers, but we'll just go... We'll go north. We'll go toward the bounty. You got kicked 3 times to Red Dead 3 days ago? I actually got kicked this morning for the first time in a while. And then when I loaded back in, it wouldn't load me back in the first time. I had to reload for another time. Howdy, Red Devil. How's it going? Welcome. I gotta remember to restock, too. We actually didn't use hardly any shotgun rounds, which is pretty unusual for a CTA. We used a lot of ammo, though, like a repeater ammo and revolver ammo. Put a lot of bucks out. It's because I'm not hunting. Hello, little bison. I don't think I'm gonna go 9 for 9 today. I could pretty easily. Ooh, we got a raccoon. I haven't really been looking for badgers. Badgers don't really make noise, I feel like. I'm sure they do, but... Howdy, Ghost. How are you today? I remember one of my playthroughs in story. So you always have the animals that you have the hardest time finding sometimes. And I remember I had one playthrough where I could not for the life of me get 3-star badgers. I went to all the badger spots. I went to the static spawns. And I could only ever find 1-star. No, bunny! What's my most used weapons? So typically Navy revolvers, double barrel shotgun. Those are like my most used. And then I really like the Litchfield and the Evans. So I probably use these repeaters all equally. And same thing with the rifles. I'll go back and forth between the Bolt and the Springfield. I love the Springfield, but they've nerfed it online, so it's not quite as good. But Navy revolvers, double barrel shotgun, that's probably my most used weapon. Good place to find badgers is outside Armadillo. You know what? I don't think I ever look for badgers in New Austin. Obviously in story you can't get them there, but I could go now for online. In story you can't go unless you're, because obviously you want to get the satchels with Arthur. You can't go to Armadillo with Arthur. Spoiler alert. You're not allowed. All right, Frodo, you're still pretty new. I don't want to freak you out too much. I'm going to have you stay here, buddy. All right, you stay here. Ooh, so good. Look at this biggin. Look, when they're so big, like she only pats with one hand. She does it with these, the Hungarians, and maybe the Belgians. He's a good buddy. Oh, shit, I have to lasso from horseback. I'm sorry, Frodo, you have to come with me. Don't die, please. I gotta do a bolus and I gotta lasso from horseback. I wonder if this is gonna be 6 enemies. It is. And that's why we did the 6 person. I pulled out a bolus. Yeah, some shit in the way. All right, where's this guy over here? All right, tie you up. Now we need the lasso. Come here, Frodo. I know it's scary, buddy. This is not a bounty. Is that lasso or tie up? Perfect. We might die. I really don't want to take all these guys in, though.
Jesus! The things I'm gonna do to you when I get free.
All right.
I'm getting tired of this.
You half-breed? I can hear him in there. These guys are gonna start breaking free. Hey, Hector, how's it going?
This is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Hope you have a great day as well.
Oh my God!
All right, who's gonna break out and run for it? Because I'm not gonna chase you down. You can actually escape. If you break free, I'm gonna let you escape. Unless you're close enough for me to shoot you in the back, and then, you know, you might die, and I might take you in. But otherwise, this is your chance, guys. You can break free.
You are dumb.
Look, it's like I got Frodo back.
You half-breed.
You half-breed.
Good Lord.
Can I get the prompt to pick you up? Thank you. Need a step ladder to get on the horse? It's true. I'm pretty sure that bush just blocked my bullet. That's hilarious. Come with me, sir.
Come on again.
Come on again. Well, you guys aren't very good at hiding if you keep getting taken. Like,
You're gonna pay for this.
you're gonna pay for this. Alright, I think we got all the bounty dailies done. I literally just need badgers for the regular. I'm doing good. I feel like we've been chatting this whole time. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? Yeah, all the NPCs have a dirty mouth. I'm curious how hard they're gonna go in GTA 6 with the NPC language. Will it be just like GTA 5? Will they change it at all? I feel like, what's the setting of GTA 6? Is that Miami? Or like a Miami-like, like South Florida? Very sorry, horse. That bullet was meant for your rider's head. And unfortunately, the game hates me. Very sorry, very sorry. Now, the question is, are we going to be able to back this out? Florida, yeah. I feel like the language should be a little different, right?
Made a big mistake.
We're not like, I don't know where GTA 5 is set, but it feels like a Detroit or like a Baltimore. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, ooh, it's not going to let me pick him up. Well, I am getting hungry now. I kind of want some pancakes. I don't want to make pancakes, though. You know what I really want? Bagels and cream cheese. I don't have any of those. All right. I wish some of you guys had run away. I had not planned to get all 6 of you.
Jesus.
Beep, 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 beep. See, I have a craving for pancakes, but I want blackberry pancakes, and I don't have any blackberries.
You goddamn idiot.
Okay, rude, sir. Like, I'm smart. Sometimes. I have cravings. Cravings. You ever have cravings, but you can't figure out what you're craving, and then you eat something that you think might be the craving, and it's not, and you're just disappointed, and you're like, damn it. Story of my life.
Holy hell.
I'm like, that wasn't it. That wasn't what I wanted. Something else I super love is tomato basil bread from Panera. I don't even know if they still make it. It's been forever since I've done it. Lightly toasted, with a little bit of butter on it. And then spaghetti with some marinara sauce, and then you just throw the spaghetti marinara on a piece of toast and make like a little spaghetti sandwich. Oh my god, so amazing. My coworker once, like when I was up in Maryland, was like, yeah, I always love my carbs with some carbs. And I was like, bitch, you go eat. Oh, we passed by our thing. I was like, do you eat garlic bread when you go to like an Italian restaurant? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. It's the same thing. I'm just putting them together instead of eating the garlic bread and then eating the pasta. Get out of here with your carbs and carb bullshit. Everybody in the history of the world eats garlic bread when they eat pasta. Come on.
There's your piece of silver.
All right, let's go see if we can find some. See if we can find some badges. We'll check Armadillo, but we can also check. Let's check Ringneck Creek because I know that's a good spot. So that's the last of those. How many am I at? I'm only at 4 out of 9 here. I mean, there's some easy ones like 5, 6. My Moonshine's probably ready, so that would be 7, 8 for the Toxic Moonshine. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some easy ones. When I crave something, I usually know exactly what I want. I don't. So I definitely go through periods where I'm craving something, but I can't figure out what it is. And I'm just like, I don't know what it is. What am I talented at other than Red Dead Online? Oh, is that just because I said I'm smart sometimes? Hey, I took my civic exam and I passed the first time. I feel bad because I did not expect to pass. I don't feel bad about that. I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy I don't have to go take that again. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but my advisor was able to count a different class toward my degree. So I will be graduating summer, which is nice. I don't think he's officially marked it yet. I'm gonna have to email him again because I swear it takes forever for him to email me. Go to Rhodes. But I was very glad that he's like, look, you can take this different class because the one I needed to take technically for the degree, international business, which was gonna be I was not excited about that class anyway. They don't offer it in the summer, and the only time they offer it in the fall is a daytime class, and I'm like, I work full time. This is not doable. But I feel, as far as the civic exam, I feel bad because a whole bunch of classmates in my one class right now, they're taking their last class. They want to graduate in spring and they can't pass the civic exam. And I'm like, ooh, I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to give them tips. Just having taken it. Some of it was, if you've lived in the States, some of it is should be common sense. Like, some of the questions should be fairly easy to suss out, just common sense wise, but I take for granted that I'm a little bit older than a lot of the people trying to take the exam, so I probably have more of a background and like just learning that stuff. And then legitimately there's a bunch of court cases you just have to memorize, you just have to know. Plessy versus Ferguson was a huge one. Brown versus Board of Education. There were a couple others. I would recognize if I saw them again, but like, oh, I need to be looking because I need badgers and I'm totally not looking. We'll get one of these guys for the... Take out your... What is happening? She won't take out her gun. I cannot take out my gun. I'm broken. Can I take out this gun? There we go. That was wild. She would not pull her varmint rifle out. All right, we got squirrels. Lots of squirrels. Tree sparrow. Bunnies. They didn't ask as many questions as I thought they would on, like, stuff that you probably should have to know. That's a bunny, right? Yeah. Like, how many terms can the president serve? Like, how many years? Like, stuff that I feel like on a civic exam you should have to kind of know. Do I have other platforms that I stream on? I occasionally play games. I used to stream Phasmophobia on PC. I don't really do that anymore. My PC is kind of like dying. It's on its last legs. So I don't really game too much on my PC right now, and I don't stream from it. So I stream from PlayStation. Now it is streaming through my PC. Alright, I might have to go check out Armadillo. This isn't the only place to get them. Lots of bunnies, lots of bunnies. But right now I used to stream from Xbox a little bit as well, but I don't do that anymore. I don't have an Xbox currently. Mostly I'm just PlayStation. I like the PlayStation. Why would you need a special exam for a Honda Civic? Nice. Nah, somebody down here in the state I live in was like, in order to graduate, you have to pass a civic literacy exam to make sure you understand all about politics stuff. Look how many bunnies there are. My gosh. Bunnies galore. Bunny for days. By the way, Plessy versus Ferguson, if you want to know. So they're all landmark court cases. So something that was a significant ruling or overturning in our history. Plessy versus Ferguson, basically, to dumb it down, was said that schools or facilities could remain segregated as long as they, on the basis of separate but equal. So if they were of equal, like they were giving equal value or equal in terms of what they offered, then they could remain segregated. Separate but equal. Brown versus Board of Education overturned that and basically said that segregation by definition is unequal. And so that's when schools reintegrated. Or integrated for the first time, depending on where they were. So yeah, you have to know those two. Those were both on it. Ghost, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. Appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that like button. It does help the channel out. I would like to one day have a job where I can work remote and I can also almost like not like a half and half part-time thing necessarily, but I would love to be able to put more time into streaming and content creation in the channel and have that be a portion of my job. That would be nice. So I do want to keep the channel active and going and growing just in case that becomes a reality at some point. The problem is figuring out what the other half of that's going to be. I don't super love what I'm doing. Oh, I'm studying. I'm just in. So out of high school, I was in school as a biology major. I was pre-vet. I wanted to be a veterinarian. And then about 2 years into my schooling, I came to the realization that I was not going to be able to work around sick animals all the time. Like with my personality, with my mental health, it was just not going to be good for me. And so I started working at a martial arts school after that. And I worked there for 16 years. It was amazing. It was a dream job. I absolutely loved it. I got to do both like an admin side and also teaching, which was really cool. And when I moved down here though, so then I got kind of burnt out toward the end. So COVID happened. A bunch of stuff happened. I got just really burnt out and I knew I needed to make a change. And so we made a huge change. I moved down here and I'm back in school. So even though I had about 2.5, 3 years worth of credits for the biology degree and a lot of my stuff did transfer, I'm just doing an associate's in business administration. So that's what I'm completing in summer. And then the goal, Thomas, thank you so much for becoming a member of the Pew Pew crew. Appreciate that. The goal is to continue on for my bachelor's. I just really don't want to. I really don't want to. I hate it. I hate school. It's a badger. Well, we got one. I would rather, and the thing is that people are like, oh, well, you should get the bachelor's because if you want to work in management here where I'm currently working or whatever, you have to have the bachelor's degree. And I was like, I don't really want to. I don't want that job. I do not want to climb the corporate ladder. I do not want to have some big corporate job. I don't want to manage a bunch of people. Like, I don't want that, dude. I'm at a point in my life where I want work-life balance. I want to work from home, doing something on my computer, and then stream and create content the other part of the time. That's what I want. I just got to figure out the other part of it. Now, right now, I can't even afford to think about that because everything's really expensive down here and I'm not making anywhere near enough what I need to make. Getting raises and getting bumped up has been very slow where I am. It's an armadillo. Armadillo now, armadillo. And so right now I just have to keep going. Now they're paying for 2 classes a semester, so it would make sense for me to keep going. But I'm like, can I do another 3 years of school to get the bachelor's? I don't know that I can. I don't know that I can. Doing 2 classes a semester, I just don't know that I have it in me, honestly. We'll see. It's such a waste of my... And I know, look, education is not a waste of your time, but this feels like such a waste of my time. Because, one, I've worked in business for a very long time. I'm not learning anything. Once you get older, you realize that half the stuff, 3/4 of the stuff you learn in school, like, you're never going to use. I'm not going for something that I... Like, brain surgery, where I need to, like, learn and study and learn this stuff. It's just... It's business stuff. I don't... You know... Having a general understanding is great, but... even when it comes to, like, I'm doing the macroeconomics class right now. I don't need to know it for my job. I don't care. And also, she does closed book stuff. It's 2026. I can look up an equation if I need it, you know? Wow, lots of armadillos down here. One more badger. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Get a job as a CEO. And that's basically what you have to do here. That sounded like a legendary, but I think it was just one of these coyotes over here. In order to get a higher paying position, you basically have to change around jobs every 2 years, and I hate that model. I'd rather just work somewhere and like be really good at my job and like grow in that job and bump up in that job. I don't want to change and do something completely different in a completely different department. Alright, the badges are not being very... I've probably ridden by like 3, let's be real, I haven't been paying attention. I could go back to Emerald and ride down and maybe potentially come across one. Got a quail. I hear a snake behind me. A danger noodle. Yeah, the armadillo's got armadillos. So yeah, it's a work in progress. Another armadillo. Honestly, really, I just want to go hybrid or remote again. That's like my big thing. I'm in a windowless room right now, and I hate it. I hate not being able to see the outside. I hate being cold every day. Another bunny. Bunnies for days. Making me dizzy. There's always something that is another danger noodle. You're okay, Frodo. Don't be frightened. Alright, let's go back to the fast travel. Let's go back to Emerald Rundown. Let's just see if I can find one. It would give me 7 for 7. Not that it matters. I'm at 0.1. I don't actually need it. No window sounds like hell in some sort of violation. Yeah. And the thing is I feel like every other office in the building has windows. I feel like we're the only one that, except the labs. Obviously, the labs don't because they're inside the building, like in the inner part of the building, and they probably shouldn't have windows, depending on what experiments you're working on. Stuff. I want to say that ours is the only like office for staff that does not have windows. Now, the back part of the office has one window, but it's separated, and usually like the manager goes in there. Right now, it's empty; nobody's in there. And she didn't like the sun coming in, so they put a film on it, so like light really doesn't come in it very well. Now my coworker who just left for a job that we'll see how it goes. We'll see how like the management is and the workload to see if it's actually ends up being an okay job. Because right now, like, I'm jealous. She got... I applied about a month and a half after her because of my internship, and I probably could have got a job over there. And I'm real disappointed because she doesn't have to pay for parking. They have a fully stocked kitchen. She has a pretty good sized desk space that's right next to windows. they block off every employee there. They block off their calendar twice a week for 4 hours where nobody is allowed to disturb you because that's your focus time to be able to get work done. They let her go like an hour early the other day just because they were doing so much orientation stuff, and they were like, oh, everybody's been working hard today, just go home an hour early. And she makes $9 an hour more than I do right now. And I was just like, you lucky little bitch. You lucked out with that job, I just gotta say. And the thing is that the one I applied for, I'm fully qualified for. So I think the problem is that I waited so long, I got it on the tail end, and they decided to restructure a bunch of positions. So they actually, it's not like I interviewed and didn't get it. They canceled the listing. They canceled the job because they were combining some stuff. And they haven't reposted, and it sounds like they're not going to be hiring anytime soon again. So they like did a big push. They did a massive hiring with a ton of people. And now they're kind of done for right now. So I'm going to have to like, somebody's going to need to leave in a position that I want. Yeah, $9 more per hour is a ton. If I could have gotten something over there, because I don't know that I would have gotten the full 9 just because she has a little bit more experience where we work. And they don't look at outside experience as much. So I probably wouldn't have quite as high because she has more reconciliation experience than I do. But I probably could have gotten at least 7 or 8 more than I'm making right now over there. So, yeah. Thanks, internship. Appreciate you. Now, there's no guarantee. I could have interviewed and not gotten something. So there's like no guarantees. And everything in life kind of happens for a reason. So, I don't. That's a skunk. You know what? Let's get the glands here. I'm not unhappy where I am in terms of the people that I work with, but I am unhappy about a lot of stuff that's happened. So, we'll see. We'll see. Life is lifing. I'm just trying to get back to kind of pre-moving down here pay, and it'd be nice to kind of get back to a little bit more stability. We got raccoons. Okay, I don't think I'm getting this badger. I also have not been paying attention because I literally could have passed it like 20 times. So, all right, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there because I'm gonna go get me some food. I went longer than I normally do. Having a good time, and didn't realize it's almost noon. So, and I haven't eaten yet today. So I'm gonna get me some food. I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna do some homework. I think that's normal schedule. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, I should be back normal next Saturday with some Red Dead Online. I don't think I have anything unusual going on, but I'll post if I do, as always. So appreciate you guys hanging out. I hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. Bye, everybody.